And checking microphone, we are broadcasting. So good morning everybody, my name is Osa. It is Saturday 20th of January and we are playing Farming Simulator 22. Yes. On Glenleathann. And I made a decision. We're buying this harvester because we can do harvesting contracts with it. And that'll help cover at least part of the cost. We already have a header which folds up. The only thing we don't have over here is a tractor with a cart. First things first, I think I need to probably get both of these things repaired. Now, as we checked last week, our whole crop silage is at about 97%. So sometime today that should also be ready. And we'll be able to sell that too. I'm sure I don't have a lot of... oh. Okay, there was a patch from Giants this week. Not sure what it did, but it, as with all Giants patches, we do have graphical issues until the everything's loaded properly. So things will be a little jerky for the start of this stream, but as we drive around the map, and I will try and make an effort to drive around the map, things will get smoother and sort themselves out. This is a freaking huge harvester. So, the header needs fixed. Expensive. The harvester needs fixed. Ooh, freakishly expensive. Let's go back, and what I want to do is, now that we have them bought and they are in the thing, this has 13 hours on it, which is kind of important. It has 11 months, which, okay, and then the header has 19 hours on it, so they're kind of okay. We will use these, but they're not going to be everyday usage vehicles, and so therefore it's not going to be too bad. Anyway, we have probably done something very bad here. Yes, I did something very bad here. I did that contract, that contract, that contract, that contract, and that contract. That's a little bit awkward. I did a quick look at the map and it was sort of, yeah, anything in the 20, 30, 40-ish range. And obviously 20 is not... Oh, come on, dude. Do you have to stop there? Yes, obviously you do. Come on. Thank you. So 20 is off up by the animal dealer, and 49 is out in the sticks on the south road. Well, it's not that bad, I guess. And we can get to do some harvesting rather than baling contracts today. So where am I going? 27. That's that nice little yellow field up the top there. So, big harvester, it's going to be tricky to maneuver it through these. Not impossible. But we can go everywhere with the header attached, which is good. it does have a huge tank, 17,000 litres, which is way more than I really need, but hey, it's got it, I'll take it. I really wasn't going to go this big. I was kind of looking at the 7, class 7, but this is a class 9 and it has all the parts on it, so let's do that. Now let's leave it there. Okay, that I need to select the header to unfold it. Let's take a look at that action in motion. Very nice. That is totally cool. Oops, no, I don't want that on. I'm probably going to be pressing some bad buttons today just because okay, I do not want to swath. Disable straw swath. I could, but quite frankly, it's way too much bother to bring a baler over here and the bale trailer and just everything. So we are just going to drive around the field. Didn't include GPS on this, maybe yet. And I'm still trying to make a decision on whether I want the class Zerion, or maybe there's a case, but either way. So this shouldn't fill up too quickly. This header is, in comparison to what this harvester can run, tiny. But I'm not really worried about tiny. The fields aren't huge here, but also the other issue we have is the entrances to the fields are a little restrictive in places, and so being able to run this straight into the field, unfold it and get going is the primary driver behind this header over any other. We're filling up. What is this? This is a barley field. It's going to be a little bit high yield, I guess. And at least for our farm, I don't think I really need a corn header. We won't usually be doing sunflowers or harvested corn. What's the other one that header does? Sunflowers, harvested corn. I forget. Wow. What do you do in planters? Not cotton. There's probably something I'm missing there, but yes, don't need a corn header because, quite frankly, we are still going to be foraging all of our maize. And Cameo, good morning. Welcome to Saturday Stream. And Magnum, good grief. Welcome to Saturday morning stream. How you guys been doing? We have had a ton of snow last week, so we spent most of last weekend indoors. Temperatures were -7 plus a further 13 wind chills, so kids weren't going outside either. But they did manage to get out there when it was a balmy 10-15 degrees and built a pair of snow people, and the deers have eaten the carrots, so that's fun. Yeah, we're looking at, the thing is we're on a very minor road, so the grit trucks and ploughs don't come down here until everything else is clear. You go 200 yards either way and the roads are clear, so c'est la vie. But that just means we get to stay indoors. I had to go, what was it? I had to go to I had physical therapy Monday and Friday. I had an injection in my hip on Tuesday, so there was a lot of we have to go out even though we'd prefer not to situations. But outside of that, we've been sat in the warm indoors and not doing anything. I'm not sure if that's me or whether that's the harvester is having issues backing up. Oh, now the previous place we lived, they didn't come down our road at all because it was a private road. And our neighbour approached us when we moved in and said, "Oh, I do it as a favour to the street. I sweep the roads, or I shift the snow off the roads." Let's say it wasn't so much of a favour because the local private snow clearing crews charge far less than he did in his little toy tractor, and we did try to. We got a quote off a friend of ours who does professional snow clearing, and this guy went to the other people in the street and just said, "No, we can't trust anybody else to do a proper job. Only I can do a proper job." And so we got voted down with the significantly cheaper option because he liked the extra money during winter. The problem is he tended to go on vacation during winter, so every so often the roads wouldn't get cleared because he'd gone on vacation, and then if he had to come home just to clear the road, he'd be, "Oh, woe's me, I had to come, I took time out of my vacation to come and clear the roads here. You signed up for it and you didn't leave us an alternative when you're not here." And a couple of times I ended up paying for a private snow clearer, and nobody bothered. We asked for payment because that's how the street's supposed to work. Nobody paid us, so we weren't very impressed, and that's one of the reasons why we don't live in that street anymore, because the guy was an asshole. He also graded the gravel on the street twice a year, and quite frankly he needn't have bothered, and we did have a running discussion with him, disagreement, where he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to do, I did this," and it's like 3 days later all the potholes are back. So, well, you didn't do a very good job. We need this professionally done at least once every 5-10 years. And he didn't, he wasn't into that. And the rest of the group, the rest of the street wasn't into paying to have it professionally done so that we didn't wreck our suspensions every time we drove up and down the street. But anyway, my back is, okay, so my back is a, it's a genetic issue. I walk lopsided, and over the course of 50 plus years this has caused the pain to increase in my back. Well, okay, that's fine, but other parts of my body are what's the word for it, compensating for the way I walk. So now my hips are playing up quite significantly. Well, this all started out with me going to see my doctor because I have back pain, and ended up with, by the time I got referred to the specialist, I was having shooting pains in the muscles in my right hip. So much so I couldn't feel the back problem anymore. So physical therapy, we've been working on my right hip and general strengthening of the muscles in the midriff. And it's working out okay. The cortisol injection I had on Tuesday kind of deadened the pain in my right hip. My right hip now feels like it's tired. So the pain is sort of it feels like a fatigue pain. It's not a fatigue pain, but it feels like it's fatigued. And and so, you know, it's now come back that, okay, now my hip hurts, or sorry, my back hurts, and I can feel the back pain because my hip's no longer shouting the loudest, if you like. So, you know, I'm living with it. We're now that we can actually sense the back pain, the physical therapist is able to concentrate more on that now than he was able to. Obviously the hip's still a problem, but the hip was, I could not roll over in bed. I would wake up and it's sort of, I've been lying in this position too long, I need to roll over. I could not roll over. It was so painful. But now I can't feel it, so that might be a good thing, it might not be a good thing, because usually pain is a good thing. It tells you something's broken and needs fixed, and I can't feel it, so Anyway. Looks like we're close to getting this filled up. I haven't been paying attention to how much I get per row, so that we can go off and get some other tractor to bring our cart over here. But I think what we might do is exit this block of fields on the north side, go and do the other old barley field up near the animal dealer. Oh, and we are full. Unfortunate. Come on. And this has a huge pipe, which, yeah, that's kind of a ridiculous length. So I'll turn that off. We'll turn the beacon off. And we will go and find ourselves a tractor. I think... Let's just get out and walk around. Okay. And as I said, okay, we might as well look around the shed, get all the textures loaded. And I'll get in all that starting, and yep. This round the side here, and we'll go get the Fent. Fent's got the bigger engine, and probably going to trade it in for something today. A little bit jerky on the graphics at the moment, but as I said, that should even out as we travel around the map, and we will travel. Missed. and into the cab. We'll come back out the cab and drive outside so we can settle all the graphic issues. I think actually we'll go back down the street. I was kind of hoping that that harvester would manage to harvest that entire field, and then we could meet over at the other field with this tractor and the harvester when we start the next field. That's not going to work out for us. Oh, and so I need to get to, there's a lot of little icons around here, 14, 15, they look like harvestable fields. Oh yeah, 15, 14's big. We've So I finally figured out that the when I turn details on the contracting screen, that's when the little field icons appear to show what fields have what contracts going, or what type of contract going. So you don't have to keep jumping back to the contracting screen and say, oh, is there actually a contract on field 22? I can look at the map and say there isn't a contract on field 22. There is one on 71 though. And then I can look at the big map with all the crop colours and decide, oh yeah, that's an oat field, I don't want to do that immediately, I'll just do all of the wheat fields first, type of thing. But, I'm going to stop there as well. Okay, so somewhere down here there is a field with a harvester in it. And we might as well go around this way. So 17,100 is 34.51. We might get 3 loads of the harvester in this trailer. It depends, obviously it depends on the crop weight. Of course, there is that. Turn the engine on, kick off the auger and get this thing unloaded, which is very quick. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's generally 2 nice things about big harvesters. One is they tend to empty the grain tank very, very quickly. And the other is they can pick up a lot of crop. And if you run an appropriate header, they can chew through a field in no time. Now, obviously, we can't do that because we've got the small header, which folds up, which is nice. And it's difficult to see around the sides of that grain tank. But it is what it is. Okay. That's kind of useful. I can actually operate this all from the header selected. So I don't actually need to unfold the harvester and then select the header, unfold the header, and then I can turn the harvester on and off with the header selected. Normally you have to have the harvester selected. I think if I had a mod that would separate the function of the header and the harvester, then I would need to be switching between the two as we do this job. But it's really not going to take long to get this field done. So still haven't made a decision on my side panel control options yet. This one is definitely on its last legs. It does need to replace sometime this year. Oh, the other fun we've had this week is Mrs. Osa's PC has been playing up. Something was resetting the proxy server settings, which shouldn't be checked, but every sort of 5-10 minutes it would reset them back to some fake proxy server. And we took it in to see a man, and he said he'd fixed it, and he